You are watching Afternoon English Bulletin on SKTV, and I'm Victoria Rajkumari. First, the headlines. Current government policy not supportive on the creation of new union territory, asserts Ministry of Home Affairs North-East Advisor A.K. Mishra on separate administration demand of Sktv'S community. And Tangkhul Nagalong demands 35 MLAs in Manipur Legislative Assembly along bifurcation of budget into two components, one for hills and other for valley. And now the top stories. Ministry of Home Affairs North-East Advisor A.K. Mishra has reportedly told representatives of Sktv'S armed groups under the suspension of Operation Sioux that current government policy does not support the creation of new union territories. This development came during the two-day round of talks between the Ministry of Home Affairs and representatives of Kuki National Organization KNO and United People's Front UPF, which was held on November 6 and 7 in New Delhi. In the press note that was issued by UPF and KNO today, it informed that the discussion on November 6 centered around the implementation of September 4th tripartite agreement between MHA, Government of Manipur, and Sioux groups. On the second day, the talk revolved around the demand of separate administration in the form of union territory for Sktv'S community, and MHA North-East Advisor A.K. Mishra reportedly acknowledged the center's sensitivity to the plight of Sktv'S people, but stated that current government policy does not support the creation of new union territories. He further underlined the need for consultation with other communities in Manipur before any final resolution. Further, the KNO and UPF also urged the centre to expedite rehabilitation measures, ensuring security, housing and essential amenities for displaced tribal families. Tangkhul Nagalong, in short TNL, has resolved to make three recommendations that include the demand for 35 MLAs for travel in 60-member Legislative Assembly of Manipur. A press note from TNL informed that the three recommendations were approved during a one-day consultative meeting on delimitation, budget bifurcation and sixth scheduled that was held yesterday at TNL office cum multi-purpose complex hall. The press note issued by Additional Secretary TNL Thangringam Muiva informed that TNL made the demand for 35 representatives for tribals and 25 representatives for Valley in Manipur Legislative Assembly, citing principles of equity and justice as envisaged in constitutional democracy. It asserted that tribals of Manipur should be given accurate and proportionate people's representation in Legislative Assembly. It also cited that tribals own 90% of land and tribal constitutes a 15 lakh in population as compared to 17 lakh population in Valley. Further, TNL also made the demand to bifurcate budgets in Manipur Legislative Assembly into two components, one for the Valley and other for hills, with all resources being implemented through the Hill Areas Committee. TNL also demanded for protection of land and resources, identity, culture and customary law under 6th scheduled. It also clarified that the demand for 6th scheduled has nothing to do with Naga national movement, but it is a demand to ensure upliftment of tribal of Manipur. Families of the slain Pripak and PLA cadres in the Kameng incident of 1978 have appealed to the general public to participate at the remembrance ceremony for the three cadres of proscribed Pripak and PLA on November 12 at the site. Notably, a combined team of CRPF and the Manipur police launched attack at the transit camp of Pripak and PLA at Kameng, Leng Marok on November 12, 1978 and gunned down Ayekpam Dhiren, alias Angam, and Furailatpam Kavikanta, alias Laimu, alias Lengam Sharma of Pripak, and Pukrambam Gambhir Singh of PLA. Addressing a press meet held today at Manipur Press Club, Furailatpam Dimbeshwar recalled the incident and stressed the significance of remembering the slain Pripak and PLA cadres who laid down their lives in the gun battle with the security forces. He further informed that the families of the three slain cadres have obtained due permission from High Court of Manipur to organize the event where floral tributes will be paid to them from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Kamigi Laimolok, Hibamapam Sida, Ripaki, Congress member Okiva, Dhiren, Igi Babu, Kavikanta Sharma, Musum, PLG, Gambhir, Mokoyhum, Asi, November Tankran, Sida, Tawaina Kuntapiki, Lakadori Singaniga Kuntaret, Sida, Sahiyankai, Subadore, Koino Nekitavasi, Masiga Marina, Kona to High Court, Rito Jaguna, Koi Nung Hana. Katlaga lay gusiya dong katla lay to maga mapang tinazaramba maga khanazaramba mayam no motasu mapang to laga kalaga tandugi khum taw pangti aduna handak si koina high court order si lokera ta maga khangna jaramba tinazaramba mayam to lakna haikala ko tandiu haina haiset.
And now before we move on to other news, let's take a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Keep watching SKTV News.
Free Gynecology Check-up Camp Lakliba November Gitang Mapan English Singani Kunga Manga Nongmaijing Numiki Nungtilpung Amataba Matamda Sunshine Clinic Sangai Pro Mamang Kaida Pangtuk Cheragani. Service available, free consultation, free USG screen 9856025968 hariba number asida registration tausanbiyu amadi free gynecology check-up camp asigi sarukyabiyu. Staff nurse ani kaujari minimum 2 years experience with OT experience laiba staff nurse kaujari interest laibiba nursing na apply tobinanaba ninsingjari.
Welcome back. You're watching Afternoon English Bulletin on SKTV. Now proceeding with other news. Forest officials seized 16 bird trap nets during a drive conducted in around Turelmai and Karungpat under Kakching Forest Range in Kakching District. The drive was carried out this morning by two teams of Kakching Forest Range, led by Palel Beat Officer Namirakpam Bikramjit and Forester H. Sanamatum under the aegis of Range Officer Sundar Huidrom and under the supervision of DFO Thobal Forest Division Dr. Leshangten Yesili. Speaking to media persons, Range Officer Sundar Huidrom appealed the general public to stop poaching of birds in paddy fields and water bodies, stating that migratory birds have started arriving in the state. Movie goers in Hyderabad, Telangana can get a taste of rich Manipur cinema as acclaimed Manipuri filmmaker Romi Meitei's Manipur film Aikoigi Yung is set to screen in Telangana, Northeast India Techno-Cultural Festival to be held on November 21st and 22nd. National award-winning films from Northeastern region including Aikoigi Yung along with select Telugu films will be screened at Screen 4 and 5 of Prasad Multiplex in Hyderabad. The selection is in recognition of its cinematic excellence, cultural depth, and authentic portrayal of rich heritage of Northeast. Notably, Aikoigi Yung has won various awards and recognitions, including the FIP RESC Friprexi Award and 69th National Film Award. A one-day Ayush free health camp was conducted today at Mayang Imphal, Thana Maninglekai, Imphal West. The free health camp was jointly organized by 10 abated Ayush Hospital, Singjumai and Kuman Masaikol Apunba Ima Shanglin under the Director of Ayush Government of Manipur. During the health camp, many Ayush doctors, including of specialists, attended to the patients and provided medicines to those in need. Speaking on the sidelines, Kuman Masaikol Apunba Ima Shanglin Finance Secretary Arambam Dhiren expressed gratitude to the authorities concerned for taking up the initiative. And now the weather report. According to ICAR Regional Centre, Lamphal, state's maximum temperature was recorded at 29 degrees Celsius, while the minimum temperature was 17.5 degrees Celsius. The maximum relative humidity was measured to be 91% in the morning and 53% in the evening today. And before we wrap up, let's take a quick look at headlines once again. Current government policy not supportive on creation of a new union territory, asserts Ministry of Home Affairs Northeast Advisor A.K. Mishra on separate administration demand of Kuki-Zo community. And Tangkhul Nagalong demands 35 MLAs in Manipur Legislative Assembly, along bifurcation of budget into two components, one for hills and other for valley. Well, that's all we have in this afternoon bulletin. Thank you for watching SKTV News and keep watching for more news updates. Till then, have a great evening.